Okay, I know I was muted. I'm sorry. I'm starting, by the way. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm gonna turn up my gain a little bit because last stream, oh, there we go. Last stream I was very quiet. So but hi everyone. Welcome to the stream. Let me know if the game's too quiet. I will turn it up if I need to. Hi Zell, hey Ecto, hey Daisy, hey Ryan, hey Adam, hey Guy, Super High School Level to Spare, Kermit the Frog, Ruby, Ibuki. Hi everyone! Do 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 do. Let me advertise the stream really quickly. And let me also make sure that the audio is okay. Okay, the game might be a little bit quiet. Let me know. The game is kind of quiet. Okay. Let me up volume. Wait a second. Is that better? Let me know. I'm gonna advertise the stream. My cat is right next to me because she's being annoying. Oh. Also, yes, for all blind watchers, no spoilers. So. Advertising it in another server. Hold on. One more server. Oh well. Then the music turned off. Volume sounds better. Okay, good. Okay, so hi everyone. How are you guys doing today? Kelvio, Plubby. I still don't know how to pronounce their name. Nagito, welcome. Kin, Hydrazilla. And yes, please be careful of spoilers. Alright, so Sergio is Chungus Sora because that's gonna always be here. Remember, I'm weird. Chungus, big Chungus. Okay, well, good thing you won't get spoiled. You better not get spoiled or else my mods will grab the ban hammer. Hi, Kermit. Guys, remember, that's not the one I'm looking for. If you want to send me fan art, you can. With the things in my socials are in the description. I'll put it on this wall and I'll show it. Hi Liv. Hi Loudy Loud Cinemas. Okay, so we're gonna get into it because I can't wait any longer. Hopefully my camera's more centered today. So yes, it's time. I believe it was this one. Okay, you guys ready? Trial preparations. Okay, we're gonna equip our skills. Let's see, increase maximum influence. Oh, enable saving after each phase. I think I'm definitely gonna put that on because maximum of 9 bullets. I'll keep it. I'll do like the default for this round. Okay, bullets. Let's see, monocrophile, hook with pole. We already. Here, I'll show you guys the bullets just in case you forgot. So monocrophile number 1, the victim is Yuri Kagura. Blah blah blah. Here, I'll keep going through these kind of slowly. Hook with rope. The hook was found stabbed into Yuri's left calf. Half stab wounds, sharp wires, broken wires. Spiral staircase, marks on the bell. leftover bottles, tethered life jacket, anesthetic solution, Kanade's account. What's Kanade's account? Kanade said that this could be the scale syringe that went missing in the infirmary. Excuse me. Wouldn't be a Zell stream if I wasn't sneezing. Apparently you can control the length and potency of the anesthetic by noting the scale. Since we found anesthesia, around Yuri's body, there's a strong possibility that the culprit used the syringe to anesthetize Yuri. On the morning of the murder, Shinji waited for Hajime so the two of them could go jogging. While he was waiting, he saw Yoriko exit the monikers immediately after morning hours began. Okay. Yuriko's account. Yuriko gave a recap of last night's events for those who partied too hard. Just before nighttime, the remaining partygoers drunkenly made their way back to the monikers. However, Yuri went off on his own to use the bathroom, so he didn't go back with Yoriko. Okay. Shobai saw Yoriko going to the bell tower with a rope. Okay. Yes, they had a party, and they got, some of them got drunk, and then Yuri died. Rid, welcome to the stream. So let's just get into it. I'm so happy that I don't have to use my voice this much this trial because it's fully voiced, so...
Firstly, allow me to briefly explain the rules of this class trial. The results of the class trial will be decided solely by your votes. If you manage to correctly identify the blackened, only they will receive punishment. But should you vote incorrectly, everyone except for the blackened will be punished, and they will be able to escape this field trip of mutual killing.
Oh, okay, I get to do Sora's thinking lines. You ready? Okay. Alright. So, it's begun, the class trial. One of the people here brutally murdered Yuri.
Well, first and foremost...
Wait a minute, Monocro. There's something I'd like to ask first.
Oh, and what might that be?
Accomplices. Can there be accomplices in a case?
Good question. Whether or not there are accomplices will be a huge factor in deciding the culprit.
A good question indeed. I guess it wasn't specified in the rules. To be blunt, there can be accomplices.
I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want to talk over the lines, obviously. I have heard part of this or seen part of this, so... Hibiki! Welcome to the stream. Yes, hi Ruby, I saw you here yesterday.
What? So it's possible?
But in theory. Only one person gets to actually leave the island anyway.
Of course. The rules even say that only the first murder counts if more should occur. In other words, without any reward, an accomplice is no more than another tool for the culprit.
They'd gain nothing from assisting the culprit, after all. Even if they succeeded, they'd be unable to escape the island alongside the blackened.
I'm really excited to hear my trial lines. Especially my the rebuttals, because I love those. The no, that's wrong. I got to say it. I got to say the no, that's wrong. You guys will hear it.
More importantly, they'd still face the same execution as the rest of us.
He's got that right.
Wait, what's that?
Oh, that. You don't need to concern yourself with it.
That.
It would have been Yuri Kagorin's seat, but it's rather sad to just leave a blank space there.
It's more disturbing to leave that.
That's an awful sense of humor you've got there.
Wait, something's off about this. What's that empty seat over there? Whose is it?
It's exactly what it looks like, an empty seat. There's no need to concern yourself with that either. You're very interested in the petty details, aren't you? Questions are fine, but shouldn't you be discussing the murder first?
The murder?
Right. This place is extremely unpleasant. I'd like to leave as soon as possible.
It might be the last place you ever see if we don't figure out who the culprit is.
Say such terrible things! Wait, all of you. Do you mind if I say something before we begin?
Huh? What is a Kokoro?
Kokoro.
I know who the culprit is.
Of course you do.
What? Are you serious?
Who is it? Who's the culprit?
I know who the culprit is, and I know exactly how they did it. So I'll give them the chance to speak.
I didn't even notice the twins had different hair clips. I definitely did not know that.
Give yourself up now. Perhaps then I may understand that you regret your action. You'll be found out anyway, and it's better to confess rather than have it dragged out of you.
Hello, Chaos.
Nobody's confessing.
I think I'm pretty sure Kokoro doesn't even know who the culprit is. She's just like saying that to get them to confess.
Obviously. What kind of idiot would tell the truth? They'd be sentencing themselves to death.
All right. We'll do this the hard way.
So who's the culprit, Coco?
I can't tell you that right now.
What? Why are you screwing around? Just tell us. We don't know who it is, so just tell us so we can get this over with.
I'm very excited for this room debate too. Happy Demon Productions, hi.
Like Sosie said, I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be.
Would you be able to comprehend it, even if I did tell you? I would be lucky to be believed. I sense that a few of you are suspecting me already.
That is true.
Aha. Your powers of observation are truly outstanding.
This is a class trial. All of our lives are on the line here. We need to find a conclusion that everyone finds acceptable, so that there is no doubt who the culprit is when we all cast our votes. Figure it out for yourselves as much as you can. I'll help you if you get stuck.
This is totally suspicious.
Hey, Biggie, don't dismiss her when we haven't even started yet.
What? What's with that condescending attitude, huh? Do you think I'm an idiot?
I am excited for this scrum debate. I have seen it already though, but not like the full voice lines. I'll try to play it so that all the voice lines play before I do the next statement, if that makes sense.
Oh, sis, your mood's back up again.
Duh, of course. I don't want to sit around moping forever. I'm really scared. But I'll do whatever it takes to stay alive.
I see. That's good, sis.
Let's get started then.
Wait a moment. May I say something as
Just
well?
let me talk, Mikado.
What is it now?
I imagine that some of you may suspect me simply because I'm the mastermind. Your opinions on me as a person are inconsequential, but please, for all of our sakes, treat me as just another student during the class trial. We would all die if we reached the wrong conclusion, after all. I don't want to die either, you know?
That's exactly what the real culprit would say.
Oh, come now. This is a prime example of what you should not do.
Hello, Daniel. Yes, I do know what happens. Because of the closing argument, mainly. And also, I've seen this game before. I became Sora. Or I voiced Sora. Kailani, I believe? Hello, welcome.
Shinji, I'm sorry, but he's right. If Mikado wanted to act as the mastermind, he had plenty of opportunities to do so before. Everyone here is a suspect, including Mikado and I. The purpose of this discussion is to narrow down that list.
I see. I understand. I'll try my best.
So, can we start now?
Where should we begin? If you're confused, try starting with what we know happened in this case.
Do your best. My life's on the line too.
We should probably start with what we know about the case. I need to try my best. Everyone's lives depend on it. 52 people here. Hey, 52 people, what's up? The minigame non-stop debate another is about to get. Sure, whatever. Non-stop debate, you have a point. But I think I know how that works. Yep, and occasionally yellow phrase. Got it. But nothing will happen and points will be deducted. Okay. Right, sure, yeah. Shift to change the load of bullet. Got it. A to view all truthful. Okay, I'm sure. I think we only. She's doing the Sora thingy post. Yes, I've been doing that this whole time. I literally just do that on accident. Okay, there's only one truth bullet, so. Hold on. I gotta read this. The victim is your cogner and he's on the board of the bell tower at the bottom of his left. Blah blah blah. They're making. Okay, I feel like I remember, but
Begin. Riri died at 7:30 in the morning.
That's right.
30 minutes after the morning announcements.
Is it true that Sora and Yuki were together at the scene of the crime?
Yes, Yuri contacted me. After I woke up this morning.
That's also true.
When I saw the message asking for help, I immediately ran to the bell tower. I saw Yuri hanging from a rope, badly injured. And before I could do anything, he was dragged up. His corpse fell to the ground moments later.
There were so many cuts on Yuri's body. Could the murder weapon be a sharp object?
No, that's wrong! I mean, come on, this is easy. So far. Okay, I'll save progress.
No, Iroha. Yuri couldn't have been killed by a sharp object. If you check the Monocro file, it says that the cause of death was blunt force trauma. In other words, Yuri's death was likely caused by his fall.
Oh, I see. There were so many cuts on his body that I overlooked that.
Then what are those cuts from?
No, that's wrong! She said the thing! She said the thing! The cuts are probably a result of that object. It was a great delivery. Thank you! I'm glad you're best protagonist. Thank you. Yes, I wanted to do the no that's wrong, like, powerful, because I was like, I finally get the chance to do this. And that object is... Wait, what? Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention. Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention! God dang it! Oh, okay. Were they? Okay.
Got it!
Alright.
His injuries were caused by the sharp wires.
That was the move with the guess. And then I said the got it. Got it.
Wires? Did you see all the wires strung in between the empty space in the middle of the spiral staircase? Yuri was dragged up by a rope and was cut by the wires as he fell to the ground. He fell very quickly, which is why the wounds are so thin and yet so numerous.
Oh, so that's why the cuts were there.
Excuse me!
You never even checked the Monocro file? I can't believe you call that an investigation.
The hook? You guys were wrong. It was the wires.
I'm sorry. Hey, it was an honest mistake. Don't pick on her.
An honest mistake? It's rich of you to say that when we could all die from it. I can't leave my life up to you all if you keep acting like idiots.
Leave your life up to us.
Everyone's lives depend on the outcome of this trial. Not just mine, yeah? If the rest of you work hard to find out the culprit, I don't have to waste my own energy.
What? You're basically saying that you're going to leech off of us?
I will intervene if I have to, but I'm not a fan of inefficiency.
Thank you.
You're working to save your own hides, so isn't this a favorable outcome for us all?
Truly a degenerate ruffian. You've never even heard of the concept of cooperation with someone?
Now, everyone. We won't accomplish anything if we let ourselves be distracted by people such as Mr. Hashimoto. Let's carry on with deliberations, shall we?
But if the culprit wanted to kill Yuri by dropping him, why did they go through the trouble of installing all of those wires?
I'm not sure. I think we'll have to talk about it a little more.
Low-key, I don't even remember, so...
Alright, so could everyone tell me what they were doing at the time of Riri's death?
Like I said, Sora and I saw Yuri's death with our own eyes. We were together,
True.
so does that count as our alibi?
I was alone in my room.
That's a terrible alibi, Kokoro.
Do I have to tell you? I was just wandering around the place.
That's a terrible alibi.
Mr. Kagurine died around 7:30 a.m. So everyone besides Mr. Maeda, Miss Sora, Miss Mitsume, and Mr. Hashimoto must have been in the dining hall.
Yeah.
No, Yoriko wasn't there.
Ooh, Yoriko.
Yuko, where were you and what were you doing at the time?
No trash on Shobai. I love Shobai.
I was also at the bell tower. I met Yuki and Sora there.
The bell tower? But that's the scene of the crime, isn't it? If Sora and Yuki were there because of the message. Yoriko, what were you doing there?
I don't know, that's kinda sus.
What was I doing?
I hate that I said that.
Kanade, just in case it comes up later.
Hello,
Yoriko technically witnessed Yuri's death with us.
Hello, soy sauce. Soy sauce? What? Hello, soy sauce. Thank you for joining.
You heard the body discovery announcement, right? It's only announced when 3 or more people find the body. Sora and I saw it first, and Yoriko a little while after.
Hold on, Mr. Maeda. You claim that Mr. Kagurine was hoisted by a rope?
What? Yeah?
Then it stands to reason that the two of you witnessed the culprit, no?
Ooh.
What? Really?
If the Blacken dragged Mr. Kagurine with a rope up to the top of the bell tower, our 2 witnesses would have immediately followed afterwards in pursuit.
Yes.
I see. Because the only way down from the top of the tower is down the spiral staircase. Whether the culprit went down or Sora and Yuki went up, they would definitely bump into each other at some point somehow.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. We did get to the top of the bell tower, but Yoriko was the only one up there.
Listen, I can't speak. Don't make fun of me.
That means Yoriko's the culprit. What? Isn't it obvious? Like Emma said, the only way to climb up the tower is by using the stairs. And if you were there...
Yeah, sounds legit.
You don't have a good excuse like Yuki and Sora. And you've been looking worried from the start. It's clear to everyone that Yoriko's the culprit. Don't you think so, sister?
Huh? But, Kanade, we just said that Ruko's a witness.
Please just think for a moment. Yoriko doesn't have an alibi, and she has no reason to be in the bell tower if she's not related to the case.
Okay, hold on. I gotta adjust my camera because it's like being so dumb right now. There we go. Centered. It's so hard to get this thing centered. Okay, it's centered. Okay. I'm sorry, Zoe. It's fine. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can put this in full screen. I don't know if this is gonna work. Hold on, guys. Oh, it's a little bit... Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry, give me a second. I guess I can just do this. Hold on. Oh god, I just moved me. I didn't mean to do that. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. I want to put this in full screen just to get the full effect. And I have my other monitor down here. Can this work, please? Alt enter. I know it's alt enter, but... Super Danganronpa Among Us. I mean, it is full screen, but it's like stretched. Okay, I'm gonna keep it to how it was before. Alright, I don't mind if it's not history. And I'll be able to monitor the stream better if I do it like this. Anyway. Okay. Alright. That was a waste of time.
I guess. When you put it that way, Ruko does sound pretty suspicious.
Sus.
Hey now! Who are you calling suspicious?
Sus.
Okay then, Yuko. Can you tell us why you were at the bell tower?
Yeah,
you and Rara just told us that they were there because they got a message from Riri. Tell us why you were there, then we won't have a reason to doubt you.
I love you, Chiboka, but we don't know who you're talking about when you use those nicknames.
That's...
I'm kidding, obviously, but...
I don't know. I don't know why I was there.
What? Are you kidding me right now?
Yoriko's situation sounds kind of complicated. I thought she was the culprit at first too, but after I heard her testimony, I'm not so sure that's right.
I can hear the Australian in that line.
Yoriko, calm down and tell us your side of the story.
As I expected, it looks like everyone's suspicious of Yuriko. We need to discuss this some more to find out if she's really the culprit or not.
Okay. We can do that. Shinji's account. Alright, well, one truth bullet, so shouldn't be too hard.
I went outside as soon as the monocruise's door opened, so I could start my morning investigation before breakfast began. Then someone attacked me from behind, and I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was at the top of the bell tower next to Sora and Yuki.
Hold on. I gotta see what Shinji's account is. On the morning of the murder, Shinji waited for Hajime. Yuriko exited the monocruise immediately after the... Okay, that's probably the one I have to do.
Do you have any proof?
Or the part I think about.
For example, someone who saw you leave early. What? No, nobody saw me.
Okay, I know that's the point, but I'm gonna
You're acting really suspicious. Why did you go out so early anyways? It's not me. I swear I'm not the culprit.
I want the debates to finish so everyone can be heard. Yuriko is being accused of, because of her lack of an alibi. I don't know if she's really culprit, but I should let everyone know that she does have an alibi.
I went outside.
Got it.
So I could...
Yep.
Then...
Then I... Definitely. Okay. Okay.
What? No, nobody saw me.
No, that's wrong! No, that's wrong! Someone did see you. Okay.
Actually, there was someone who saw Yuriko leave early this morning. Shinji, you said you saw her, right?
Oh, me? Well, yes, I definitely saw Yoruko leaving early this morning.
Yoruko?
You guys sure do get up early, don't you? What were you guys doing?
Hajime and I go jogging every morning, you know? I woke up early, so I was waiting for him in the corridor. Hajime was late because he had to use the bathroom, and I saw Yoruko leaving as soon as the monocruise door opened up.
It's like I said, I'm not lying.
However, while we've proven that you left the ship early,
I keep doing the thinking pose.
can we really be certain that it was for the sake of investigation?
What?
Doesn't that just make you even more suspicious? The murder did happen this morning, after all. And the culprit who killed Mr. Kagurine definitely wasn't in the monocruise this morning.
That's true, but...
So, does that mean Yoruko really is the culprit?
Wait a minute! Why is everyone accusing me when I haven't done anything? I told you, I don't know how or why I was there. I lost consciousness right after I left.
Assuming what Yuriko says is the truth, the culprit attacked her and moved her to the bell tower to pin the blame on her?
But then there's no explanation for how Yuri was pulled to the top.
Maybe the culprit was hiding somewhere at the top of the tower?
No. We looked around for a bit, but it's an exposed area with almost no furniture around.
Guys, at the end of this class trial, I kind of sound dead because I was doing this for like a couple hours. So if you hear me dead, that's why. I should fix that for chapter 2. But yeah. Yeah. Also, can you not do that? My cat is biting me. What was I gonna say? Also, I have the most lines out of this, so... Yeah. I just genuinely don't remember all the lines, so bear with me.
It would be very difficult for someone to hide themselves up there.
If Yuriko can't explain herself, we have no choice but to assume she's the culprit.
Budo-kun, welcome. How far? Not very.
Yeah.
She's being annoying.
Wait,
Yuki,
that's not
stop
true.
it!
I'm not.
Don't jump to conclusions. Yuriko isn't lying.
Coco.
Listen to her voice. She's telling the truth.
I know you're a psychologist, Koro, but how can you be so sure?
The method you're using to deduce Yuriko's alleged culpability is far too short-sighted.
Zelda and thinking pose gets me life. Thank you.
Look at the bigger picture instead of focusing solely on her. Such as why Yuri was killed, perhaps.
Why was Yuri killed?
Speaking of which, didn't Yuri lock himself in his room after telling the girls to kill him? It'd be awfully difficult to drag that guy out of his room.
Hardly. If he was serious, a girl would only need to knock, and Yuri would open his door.
Are you saying that the culprit is a girl? So, like, doesn't it all point to Ruko anyway? I'm telling you, it's not me!
Wait, everyone. If the culprit were a man, wouldn't that make the crime that much more ingenious? This line makes me laugh because I kept saying, wouldn't that make the crime that much more ingenuous? Like, boy. I could not say this line for the life of me, and there's another line I couldn't say very well either. I'll tell you which one that is when it comes up. The obvious answer would be that the culprit is a woman, but if it was a man, they would be able to exclude themselves from the list of suspects for that reason.
But Yuri's the kind of guy who hates even being spoken to by another guy.
As long as Yuri had locked himself in his room, a man would have never been able to lure him out.
Narumi and Hibiki are both voiced by Haley. I knew that, yes. Huh? According to what Emma just said, a man could have been the culprit if Yuri hadn't been inside his room. Yuri locked himself inside his room for 2 days, and he left it for a single occasion. That occasion was... Hangman's flashback is about to begin. I think I got it. I know how to play this one. It's like the match game. I already know the answer to this one too. Shouldn't be that hard. Okay. I got it. Alright, I got it. Easy. I see! So far, so good. Again, gonna save, because that's the kind of person I am.
The party last night. Yuri was at that party, wasn't he? Didn't he drink late into the night too?
Oh yeah, he was there.
So then if someone attacked Yuri right after the party ended, it could have easily been a man.
Yes, that's true.
You're taking that into account now? Quick-witted bunch, aren't you?
Asshole! You're not even participating in the discussion!
I mean, it's obvious that it happened during the party, like, come on.
What? Do you want me to help? That'll be a million crows. I'll figure this all out for you then.
Shut up, you Scrooge!
If Sora's right, a man really could have attacked Yuri. But that's no reason to rule out a girl as a culprit.
Of course. She said that the culprit could be a man, not that they couldn't be a woman. For a man like Mr. Kagurine, the idea of him giving up his life to a woman that approached him during the festivities is all too plausible.
Yeah, but I'm curious about something. The party was last night, right? Yuri died this morning. If the culprit attacked Yuri after the party, wouldn't that mean the culprit was inside the monocruise during nighttime? The monocruise doors lock after 10 p.m.
Yeah. If the party was last night and the murder happened this morning, there's a huge gap of time missing between them.
Yes, you can send the fanner. You can send it to my Discord, or you can send it in to my other social medias. They're at the bottom of the description.
So the question is, if a man really did attack Riri after the party, what was he doing until morning?
But didn't all the people who were drinking late into the night return to the monocruise before 10 p.m.?
That's... I can't really remember.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Probably. I was the only sober one there. Although, Yuri was late. He told me he'd be stopping by the bathroom.
I get it! That was when somebody kidnapped Rin then!
No, that doesn't make sense, because the murder happened at the bell tower just after the morning announcement. The culprit would have been locked inside the monocruise. They wouldn't have had any time to prepare for the murder.
You're assuming things again. There's no
How
law
dare
that
you.
says you have to stay inside the monocruise during nighttime.
What? But the rules?
State that the monocruise doors close at 10 p.m. and that sleeping outside the dorms is not allowed. That's all. If the culprit never boarded the monocruise, they would be free to wander the island after the door was locked. If they stayed up all night, they wouldn't be breaking any rules.
Being outside the monocruise at night isn't a rule violation? Is that true?
Yes, I've done it before. I wondered what would happen if I slept during the day and stayed out all night outside.
She just risked dying for that.
And nothing happened. The doors opened in the morning, and I was able to board the monocruise as usual.
Well, then I wouldn't have a problem because I stay up till like 7 a.m. anyway.
But didn't
Or 10
Monocro
a.m.
say that monsters would be wandering the island at night? You still could have been injured, Coco.
I was fine. I stayed on the main roads and never ran into any sort of monster. Although, I do wonder if something may be hidden in the forest.
Y'all stupid.
If Kokoto is
Y'all
telling the
stupid.
truth, it's possible that Yuri never re-entered the monocruise last night. According to Yoriko, he did return, just much later than everyone else. But isn't it possible that he was attacked and then placed in the bell tower until this morning?
According to that theory, the culprit is one of the people who were drinking late into the night. What do you think, Yoriko? You're one of the people who stayed behind, aren't you? Well, that's true. But it wasn't me. I got back to the monocruise with everyone else.
About that. None of us were exactly sober, so we don't really remember that. Sorry, Yuko.
What?
They were all drunk as skunks.
Indeed, and none of them can recall a thing. Speaking of which, I don't recall seeing any alcohol during the preparations for the party.
Oh, you're right.
And yet, there was alcohol abound in the beverages by the time the party started. I believe this is no mere coincidence.
Are you saying that the culprit put alcohol in the drinks in order to get everyone drunk and fog up their memories?
Wait, isn't it possible that someone impulsively committed a murder because they were under the influence at the time?
That is true.
No. You can tell by looking at the crime scene that someone put a great deal of thought into this murder.
That is also true.
It doesn't fit an intoxicated cover-up.
I really wish I could just like comment on who I think it is, but I already know who it is, so I can't say anything. But I'm gonna just let you guys watch because I know that the dub isn't really, class trial isn't really anywhere.
If the culprit brought the alcohol, doesn't that mean they helped organize the party?
Who are the ones organizing the party?
You, Ra-Ra, Mac, Yuko, Mikado, and myself.
Mac? Hajime? No, wait. Yeah.
Just the 6 of us.
Okay.
Yoriko is nothing but suspicious.
Shut up.
So, the culprit's someone that helped with the party and stayed out late last night. And they would have to be sober. That's what you're saying?
Hey, wait a second. The only person who wasn't drinking last night was Yoriko. She said she'd be chaperoning Dry, since we had to get back by 10 p.m.
No, I mean that's true, but...
That's...
The evidence all lines up.
Yoriko, can you explain what happened in more detail? We just want to believe you.
You're not listening to me.
Calm down, Yoriko!
Aren't you taking this a little too far? Look, I'm innocent.
I said I wanted to believe you, and you were like,
You're not listening to me.
sorry, that was bad.
To be accused as the culprit because of a series of coincidences. I can still defend myself, you know? Listen to me before you start talking.
Okay, calm down. Chill. Rebel Showdown another. Yes, because I don't know how to do this one. The goal is to shoot down. Okay. There are 5 lanes. You may switch lanes left and right. Okay. Press and confirm. The opponent's segments will disappear. Okay. Got it. The opponent takes over the entire rebuttal. Engage your focus. It will take damage points. Okay. Hold on. I think I'm gonna get a notification on my phone. Give me a second. Okay, I'm not, so we're good. Anyway. Shoot your opponent's words down. Take double damage.
Sora will have a chance to say her counter arguments as the rebuttal proceeds, and afterwards the rebuttal gauge will return to its initial position. You can fruit the yellow text in your opponent's arguments. Set truth bits so you can truth arrows. Shift, okay, got it. Alright, whatever, we're fine. I think I got it. Show by his account. I'm gonna have to look at that. What is show by his account again? Here go, bell tower with the rope.
I know I have to accede to your unjust accusations.
Oh god,
But
ow!
if I'm really the culprit, do you really think that I'd go about it this way?
Okay, I have to do it
Like
calm
you
and
said,
steady.
Yuri would have done anything for a woman, even die for her.
No.
There's no reason for me to wait until the party to kill him in such a complicated manner.
The culprit may have waited until the party because of their plan involving the alcohol. Like we said before, they used it to dull everyone's memories so they could easily get away with their plan. The fact that Yuri attended the party in itself could indicate that he was working with the culprit.
So you're just saying that I would do something as stupid as intentionally going to the party? If I was the culprit, I wouldn't go about it that way. If you two weren't at the tower with me, you wouldn't be suspecting me. Is that how it is? Just because of that, you're suspecting me. It's completely unfair.
Oh, okay, I see. Although Yuriko looks suspicious, that isn't the only reason we think she's the culprit. Okay, got it.
I know I have to accede to your unjust accusations. But if I'm really the culprit, do you really think that I'd go about it this way? Like you said, Yuri would have done anything for a woman, even die for her. There's no reason for me to wait until the party to kill him in such a complicated manner.
Okay, I have to watch this here. The culprit may have waited until the party because of their plan involving the alcohol. Like we said before, they used it to dull everyone's memories so they could easily get away with their plan. The fact that Yuri attended the party in itself could indicate that he was working with the culprit. Yeah, we get it.
So you're just saying that I would do something as stupid as intentionally going to the party? If I was the culprit, I wouldn't go about it that way. If you two weren't at the tower with me, you wouldn't be suspecting me. Is that how it is? Just because of that, you're suspecting me. It's completely unfair.
God dang it! Ah! Okay, I see what I have to do. Alright, yes, I know.
I know I have to accede to your unjust accusations. But if I'm really the culprit, do you really think that I'd go about it this way? Like you said, Yuri would have done anything for a woman, even die for her. There's no reason for me to wait until the party to kill him in such a complicated manner.
I know! The culprit may have waited until the party
I'm so tired of hearing this.
Like, involving the alcohol.
Oh shoot, I didn't do that.
Like we said before, they used it to dull everyone's memories so they could easily get away with their plan. The fact that Yuri attended the party in itself could indicate that he was working with the culprit.
So you're just saying that I would do something as stupid as intentionally going to the party? If I was the culprit, I wouldn't go about it that way. If you two weren't at the tower with me, you wouldn't be suspecting me. Is that how it is? Just because of that, you're suspecting me.
I'll pierce through those words. Finally. I'll pierce through those words. Okay. Double Sora. 80. Well, good enough. I knew that was kind of hard. Have to get used to that one first.
It's not just that, Yoriko. Shobai told me that he saw you going to the bell tower this morning.
What?
He also said you were holding a long rope in your hand.
A rope? The same rope that Rinrin was tied up with?
Shobai, you were telling the truth, right?
Huh? I was. At the time, I didn't know that woman would be so important to the case. I was wondering what she was planning to do with something like that. Now that I think about it, that was a really important piece of evidence.
Wait, he's lying! Shobai isn't telling the truth!
2 Soras!
He really was attacked by someone as soon as I left the Mono Cruise. He's trying to slander me. He's the culprit. Even if you say that.
Yeah, all the evidence is stacked against you.
It's almost undeniable. Or maybe you're just an idiot, Yoriko.
Wow, rude!
What? Why are you all accusing me? Why me?
Thank you guys. Matoshi, hello, and Herb, you went to play with your bird? Tell your bird I said hi.
Mr. Hashimoto's testimony is the most damning thing here. How do you plan to defend yourself against that?
Yuko, are you really the culprit?
Wait, Shobai really is lying.
What?
What?
Sora, did Shobai mention when he saw Yotoko leave?
That's... Yotoko left right after the morning announcement, so wouldn't that be around 7 a.m.?
I was on the second floor of the library at the time. And I saw Shobai climbing the stairs from the second to the third floor.
That's convenient.
Shobai, even if you did see Yotoko leave, unless you knew her destination beforehand, you'd have trouble figuring out she was headed for the bell tower.
And didn't you say you saw Yoruko holding a rope?
Shobai, were you lying to me?
I don't know. I don't remember saying that line like that. Were you lying to me?
Ha! So you got me out. Sorry about that, but I wanted to test you all.
God dang it.
Test us? Like I said, if you clear the class trial for me, I'm good. I was testing whether you could really do it without my interference.
What? You gotta be joking!
Am I the only one who wishes Shobai was in that one scene? The fantasy scene? I can't be the only one. Anyway, and Saroma, welcome.
Just a little bit of perjury, really. I didn't think the psychologist would realize.
You didn't think the psychologist would realize. I think that's the stupidest thing you've said.
Well, whatever. I'm counting this as a win.
You asshole! What the hell are you doing? Settle down, Mr. Kasai. Violence is against the school rules.
Calm down, Shin. You can beat him up after we get out of here.
That proves my innocence, right? Shobai's the one who lied. He's even more suspicious than I am.
I don't know. His testimony might be false, but you're still the most likely suspect.
Kanade, why are you on Yoriko's ass? Like, calm down.
But we're being cruel to Yoriko, aren't we? We should talk about this some more.
No, Ruko's definitely the killer.
I don't want to suspect my friends. I want to believe everyone instead.
Well, this is rather complicated, isn't it? We seem to be split right down the middle.
He said the words.
If that's the case, let's decide with a proper debate. Please remain calm as your seats are rearranged.
Whether Yuriko's the killer or not, we'll have to discuss about this some more. Let's try our best to convince everyone. The mini-game scrum debate is about to begin. Got it, yep. Well, it's usually free-for-all. Team Solar, Team Luna. I just need to know what button to press. Crouch bind. Okay. Got it. Don't lose your footing. That didn't tell me the controls. Okay, whatever. I guess I'll figure it out. I'll shut up. Split opinion. Yuriko Kaguya the culprit. She's the culprit. She's not the culprit. We'll see. Oh, I'm excited. Okay.
Yotoko is the only one that went to the party and fits all of the criteria.
This one's mine. We still need to figure out if the party is even relevant to the case.
Knowing Yuri, the killer has to be a woman.
Emma!
We've already established that the murder could have been committed by either a man or a woman.
Ruko's the only one with a super suspicious alibi.
Yotoko!
Kokoro and Shobai don't even have alibis. Why are you accusing me?
But, Yotoko, weren't you the only one who handled the food at the party?
Kokodo!
False. Yotoko was not the only one who handled the food at the party.
She could have taken advantage of the fact that we were drunk to forge her alibi.
You weren't even drunk.
Yoruko wasn't the only one that wasn't drunk. So shouldn't we suspect the others too?
Yotoko is our only suspect, so there's nothing else we can do.
Setsuka,
We haven't even talked about the possibility of another suspect besides Yuko.
Oh god, this part. Okay. Wes!
This is our answer.
This is our answer! Okay. Ah, I love it so much. Okay. Okay, how did you guys like the voices for it? Oh, 100%. Hey. Cool. This one's mine. I like how that was the first one. But yes, it was very fun to
It
save them.
seems that a conclusion has continued to evade us.
At any rate, it's wrong to conclude that Yodako's the killer when there's still so many unanswered questions. We need to discuss this some more.
Sora.
Okay. I don't want to doubt my friends any longer either. Let's drop the subject of the culprit and discuss some other things first.
Wait, so we're back to square one?
Good thinking. Unlike a regular trial, a single misstep will result in tragedy. We need to keep discussing this until we reach a decisive conclusion.
I mean, Kokoro, don't you know who the culprit is? Can't you just tell us so we can call it a day?
You all currently believe Yotoko is the culprit. Would you even be able to accept it if I named someone else?
So you don't believe Miss Kabuya is the culprit?
Alright, so instead of who they
I like
are,
this music.
let's talk about how the culprit did it.
I don't know if this is Danganronpa music. It sounds cool. I think it is.
How they did it?
We're not sure whether the culprit attacked Riri this morning or after the party. Did you forget what the culprit did before they killed Riri?
Hello, Rock. Before killing Yuri, is she talking about the object that was attached to Yuri's body? That object would be the hook. Haha. Ha 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 ha. I know it.
Got it.
Got it.
Are you talking about the hook that was embedded in Yuri's calf?
Next time I'll try to say got it with like at the same time.
Yeah, you said it was already embedded when you first saw him, right? Even if Riri was drunk, he wouldn't have just stayed still while the culprit stuck that thing into his leg.
Digimon music, actually. Okay.
They would have had to restrain him by any means possible.
So you're saying we should discuss how the culprit went about doing that?
How the culprit restrained Yuri. We have to figure this out. And that's the day again. I can't even speak. Oh god. Oh, okay, it's only 30. I thought there was gonna be more. Okay. What was Yuriko's count again?
We might have all been plastered, but...
No. What were the other ones?
Riri wouldn't have just stayed still while someone stuck a hook into him.
Maybe they stunned him by hitting him with a blunt weapon?
No, they wouldn't risk Yuri dying right there.
Regardless, it's certain that the culprit did something to immobilize Yuri's body.
Perhaps he was so drunk that he passed out. Wait, no, that's dumb. I'm sorry.
Okay. It must have been something. I mean, I guess it's the.
We might have all been plastered, but.
Maybe they stuck.
No.
Regardless, it's certain that the culprit did something to immobilize Yuri's body.
Dang it! That was wrong. That doesn't sound right. I just got to think. There will be restrained Yuri. Wait. Hold on.
I might have all been plastered, but. Riri wouldn't have just stayed still while someone stuck a hook into him.
Maybe they stunned him by hitting him with a blunt weapon?
No, they wouldn't risk Yuri dying right there.
Regardless, it's certain that the culprit did something to
Perhaps he was so drunk that he passed. Wait, no, that's dumb. I'm sorry.
What the heck do I do? The anesthetics I know, but is this supposed to be a Setsuka statement?
We might have all been plastered, but.
No. That doesn't sound right. Oh, okay, you know what?
We might have all been
It's confusing
plastered,
because
Riri wouldn't.
Maybe they stunned him by hitting him with a blunt weapon?
no, that's wrong. Okay, I had the right thing. I just... Alright, oh, whatever. Whatever. It was confusing because I was like, I want to agree with the other people, but I couldn't. It was this whole thing. Hibiki, got it.
I have evidence that the culprit didn't use such a straightforward method, Hibiki. We found traces of an anesthetic solution on the floor of the bell tower.
And besides, the fact that Hajime already, like, said no to Hibiki anyway, so it was like, what was even the point of that? I don't know, that was kind of dumb, but...
Anesthetic solution?
Kanade told me that it's similar to the kind used in the operating room during major surgeries.
Yes, you can get some from the infirmary.
Its presence at the bell tower leaves no doubt that the culprit used the anesthetic to subdue Mr. Kaguri.
Wait, do you think that's the same thing the culprit used when they attacked me?
Maybe. But that's besides the point, Yotoko. So be quiet.
Fine.
And there's one more thing I know about the anesthetic.
The other thing I learned about the anesthetic is... What? Oh, this one? Got it! Got it! I forgot to say
Kanade
it.
went to the infirmary after finding the anesthetic, and she discovered that a single syringe had disappeared.
A syringe?
Yes. You can use that particular syringe to conveniently calculate the sedation time using the scale on the barrel.
That's great and all, but how do you know all this?
I watch a lot of medical dramas. Is there a problem?
Why do I not believe you?
I'm not saying there's a problem, but...
No one found a syringe or anything like that while investigating, right? That means...
The culprit still has the syringe with them.
Should we frisk everyone here?
I doubt they'd be idiotic enough to have it on their person, but we can be sure that they hid it somewhere.
If they used a syringe with an anesthetic solution, they could subdue Yuri even if he wasn't drunk.
I like how she says Yuri. She says Yuri.
There's one thing that's really bothering me. When Sora and I last saw Yuri, he seemed convinced a woman was trying to take his life. Saying things like, not everyone gets to be killed by a cute classmate, and being born a man and achieving my dream.
He said that as he was about to die? Eek!
So if he said that, does that make the culprit a woman after all?
The thing that's bothering me is that Yuri told all of us that he would cooperate with the female culprit. But they restrained him and waited until he was drunk. If the culprit was a female, that wouldn't be necessary.
That's big brain. That's big brain.
That's what I've been saying since the beginning.
Oh. Well, Yuki said it, so it's more valid. Right, Yuki? Right? Okay.
Yeah, that's true. It'd just create more evidence, right?
Kanade watches, Grey's Anatomy.
Let's review. Assuming the culprit is male, he would only be able to target Yuri after yesterday's party. We still have no idea what happened before nighttime, though. Assuming the culprit is female, she would be able to get to Yuri at any time inside the monocruise. However, she wouldn't have had enough time to prepare for the crime in the morning. Like the other scenario, we still have no idea what happened before nighttime.
About what happened before nighttime, doesn't it seem possible that the culprit's preparations took place during that time?
What?
Like Kokoro said, anyone can stay outside the monocruise at night using the loophole in the rules. We can't explain how the culprit prepared for their crime during the short time frame in the morning. So we can just assume by default that it took place at night.
That's almost 9 hours. Would it really take them that long to prepare for the murder?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. They just need to prepare the hooks, the rope, the anesthetic, the wires, and... that's all, I think.
Wait, none of you can possibly think that the culprit simply dragged Yuri up with just a rope, do you?
Huh?
I did think something was amiss when you began accusing Yotoko. You've been mistaken from the beginning.
What are you talking about?
The culprit didn't just drop Yuri to his death after dragging him up from the bell tower.
Then, what else did they do?
Oh, I see. It was so obvious that I almost missed it. In hindsight, it's clear.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Think. Yuri was short, but it's physically impossible for anyone to drag him hundreds of feet up to the bell tower. I doubt even Shinji could do it.
Really? If you used a lever of sorts, it might be possible.
Yes, it's possible. However, we were wrong in our initial assumption that the culprit was the one who pulled Yuri up.
Our initial assumption was wrong?
So what? What's the problem?
culprit didn't pull Yuri up. They moved Yuri using another method? What method did they use? I've definitely seen something that can solve this.
Allow me to remedy this situation.
Hi.
Kanare's explanation is correct. Think, Sora. You've seen the evidence too.
Okay, thanks, Kanane, Kokoro.
I can remind you if you don't remember.
Yeah, do that. The minigame Logic Refresh is about to... Yeah, because I don't know this one. In Logic Refresh, someone who supports your argument will give you hints to help you out. There are 5 lines similar to the regular... Your supporter will say their argument point by point, and you're tasked to avoid contact with their white statements. Okay. You will suffer damage when the midpoint of a comment in your line... This is confusing. On the other hand, the blue truth bullets that appear in the midst of comments should be collected. What? Blue truth... The... Oh my god, the white tag is big image. Huh. I don't know if I get that, but I'll try.
Yuri was dragged to the top of the tower at a
I'm
great
trying to like
speed.
dodge her statements.
This is an impossible feat for a regular person to accomplish.
Well,
How
I
was
tried.
the culprit able to achieve this? The speed in which Yuri was dragged up indicates something was pulling him down from the other side, don't you think? And you didn't find anyone on the top of the bell tower, so therefore, you can figure this out for yourself, can't you?
Kokoro's trying to give me hints. Like, oh, okay, I know. Okay.
Yuri was dragged to the top of the tower at a great speed. This is an impossible feat for a regular person to accomplish. How was the culprit able to achieve this? The speed in which Yuri was dragged up indicates something was pulling him down from the other side, don't you think? And you didn't find anyone on the top of the bell tower, so therefore, you can figure this out for yourself, can't you?
Got it. Okay, got it.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Okay, I get it. Still got 100 though, so.
It's possible that Yuri wasn't dragged up by the culprit.
Here, I'll look at it right now, Yuri. Yuri? What? I saw the word Yuri and I... Oh, I love it! Oh, I actually really love this. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me put this on the... Another one. Another one. A lovely, I got it! Look at that. Put this up here in the corner. Beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much, Ryan. Alright.
It's more logical to think that he was pulled up in reaction to something else.
What are you talking about?
There was a hook stuck in Yuri's calf, which was attached to a long rope. We thought that someone pulled Yuri up by that rope, but... If you think about it, it's physically impossible for someone to do that on their own.
Huh? Are you sure?
Furthermore, I discovered something with Setsuka earlier.
Oh, you're talking about the life jacket, aren't you?
Oh, the life jacket.
Yes. Someone had left it hidden outside of the bell tower. We found the same kind of hook that was stuck in Yuri's calf embedded into the life jacket.
What the heck are you doing, Yukiko? Stop it.
And that hook was attached to a rope. However, the end was cut off.
Oh, I would love that. A Sora plushie. That's so cute.
So, what does that mean?
Oh! So in other words, Yuri was connected to the life jacket by the hooked end of the rope. If the culprit jumped down from the bell tower while wearing the life jacket, Yuri would be pulled by the other end.
Yeah.
For every action, There's an equal and opposite reaction.
Exactly. That's what the culprit did. Wait, I don't get it. So why was Ruko at the top of the bell tower?
Well, according to Yoriko, she was attacked and found herself unconscious, and then awoke at the top of the bell tower.
Another one I kept unconscious. I couldn't say that word.
When Yuki and I met Yuri on the first floor, the culprit must have been waiting for us at the top of the bell tower. Along with the unconscious Yoriko, of course.
That explains why Miss Kabuya was the only one there when Miss Sora and Mr. Maeda arrived.
My cat was trying to be comfortable, and then she didn't have room on my chair, so she left.
She was a red herring. The real culprit couldn't have been there. After all, they were already outside the bell tower when Mr. Kagarin was pulled up.
It makes sense in theory, but I don't think he'd be able to be pulled up so easily.
Why not?
There's tons of other factors involved, like friction and whatnot.
Sora, do you remember the bell ringing as Yuri was being pulled up?
Yes, and now I think I know why.
Yuri was pulled up as the culprit jumped down, and his body must have hit the bell. And the evidence that proves that is... Oh, I can say I got it now. What was the question? God, I forgot. Okay. Marks on the bell. Got it. Got it! Oh.
The culprit threaded the rope through the hanging bell and used it as a fulcrum. I can't draw that well, but I'll draw you a picture to illustrate.
The amount of times I had to say fulcrum was really annoying.
Iroha, may I borrow your sketchbook?
Oh yeah, that's Sora. Sora, that's great. I love that. Beautiful.
This is how the culprit did it. As you all know, the hole in the top of the bell is very small. Small enough that the hook can't pass through it. I suspect that the culprit attached the hooks after first threading the rope through the hole.
That's really high up. How is that even possible? Well, I get it, but... Sora, your drawings could use some improvement.
I'm not worried about that.
Wait, how did the culprit adjust the length of the rope?
Sort of, Kana. It's a fan game. Hello, Tenko.
It sounds simple in theory, but they could have easily fallen to their death if they'd miscalculated.
I believe they practiced it beforehand. If you look at the marks on the bell, they don't look shallow enough to have been made by a single attempt.
I literally forgot about that part.
Are you proposing that the culprit practiced this act many times before committing the actual crime?
Yes. The hooks that were connected to Yuri couldn't have passed through the hole in the bell, so the culprit wouldn't fall. The marks on the bell are probably from the friction caused by the rope, and also from the metal hooks scraping against the bell. After the culprit used the correct rope length to reach the surface, they could cut the end of the rope attached to the life jacket, and Yuri would fall to the ground due to the shifting weight and balance. This is the truth of the crime scene that Yuki and I witnessed.
This is the truth of the crime scene that Yuki and I witnessed.
Wait a moment. Even if the culprit accounted for the length of the rope, the bell tower is far too tall. If they fell while hanging from just a life jacket with a hook, the force from the landing would dislocate their shoulders.
Alright, so which one of you has dislocated shoulders?
It's as Kanade says, the culprit would be severely injured without anything to cushion the impact. Something to cushion the impact. Is that why the culprit installed that object? No.
I don't know. That object is... Oh, well, you see, the problem is that I don't know. Wait, broken up this one?
Got it. Earlier, Emma was wondering why the culprit would go through all the trouble of setting up those wires. The answer to Kanade's question is probably the broken wires.
The broken wires?
Yuri was cut by the wires as he was dragged up at a high speed. The resulting friction in the process may have had the effect of cushioning the impact.
Now I get it. The wires weren't meant to kill Yuri, but rather to lessen the impact of the fall. This explains why the culprit went through the tedious work of setting up those wires.
Without a doubt. There's something bothering me. If the wires were sharp enough to slice through flesh, why didn't they cut the rope? It If it really was that sharp, it should have cut the rope attached to Yuri too.
That rope was made from special materials. It's a tough one from the mart that won't break unless you carefully cut through its padding. I thought it was cool, so I took note of it. I didn't expect it to be used in a murder, though.
So, Ruko's
Yeah, you can
not
DM
the
me Sora
culprit?
art, of course.
That's what I've been telling you from the start. I'm a victim here too.
That's too bad.
What? What do you mean that's too bad?
Now we have to suspect everyone besides you as the culprit. How are we supposed to narrow it down to the culprit now?
I see. So we're back at the start?
Not really. We did learn something from the previous discussion. The culprit should have been outside the monocruise during nighttime after they kidnapped Yuri.
Huh? How do you know that?
Think about it. If the culprit was able to do test runs to adjust the rope's length exactly as they needed, then they must have had enough time to do so. Being outside during nighttime with no one else but Yuri gives the culprit plenty of time to run trials without anyone finding out.
Good point. Someone surely would have noticed the culprit if he was doing trial runs during daytime.
Furthermore, there was a prevailing misconception that no one could exit the monocruise during nighttime. I'm sure the culprit thought there would be a good time to test their plan.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
I'm surprised that we still held that belief until now when people like Kokoro already knew that wasn't the case.
Well, I just stayed up all night once.
Based on the previous discussion, we can infer that the culprit is a man. As we already know, a woman would have no reason to use such difficult methods.
It's true that Mr. Kagarin's death would be automatically attributed to a woman due to his previous outburst. So,
True.
should a man have committed the crime, the very act of murder itself would become his alibi. A rather clever ploy, I must admit.
So now that we know that, we can just narrow it down from all the guys here, right?
In that case, we already know the culprit. It's either Mikado or Shobai. Shobai doesn't have an alibi, and Mikado's the mastermind.
Please do not forget my sincere wish for a class trial free of prejudice. It should be unquestionably clear that I am giving it my all to unveil the truth.
Huh? Shobai, were you asleep this whole time?
Still not over.
You must be crazy. Our lives are at stake right now, and you just dozed off?
Hey, you've got all you need. I know the whole story, but you guys don't need my help to figure it out. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. Wake me up when it's over.
He's insane.
Anyways,
How do you sleep standing up is my question.
Shobai or Mikado being the culprit seems unlikely, big bro. The culprit must have stayed late at the party last night to kidnap Yuri.
What happens if Yuki, Nagito, and Makoto are in the same room? The room explodes. I don't know.
But neither Mikado or Shobai were included in that group.
I'm sorry, what? Mikado? Mikado. Okay, whatever.
Ugh, but you know, can't
I'm
Mikado use magic? You've seen him flying around like nothing. Kidnapping Yuri with those abilities would be a piece of cake!
Nox's second law. All supernatural and preternatural agencies are ruled out as a matter of course.
What the heck is that?
An absolute code of logic in detective fiction that cannot be violated.
We're getting off track.
It forbids supernatural or unrealistic phenomena from interfering with murders.
Oh, I know that! Isn't it from Umineko when they cry?
I give you my most sincere, emphatic vow that I do not use my magic for matters relating to murder cases.
I'm not sure I get it, but how can you be so sure? Do you really think we'd ever believe the word of the mastermind?
It seems I am left with little choice. Monochrome. I humbly request that you add a new rule. Mikado Sanoji cannot use magic for any purpose relating to a murder case.
I'm not trying to make fun of Lumi for saying it like that. I was just shocked.
Are you sure about that rule?
Absolutely. I've already resolved to seal my magic, and its very existence seems to be a hindrance to the natural progression of this trial. I wish to use this opportunity to clarify my position within this killing game.
Very well. The regulations will be updated once the trial is over. Mikado Sanoji cannot use magic for any purpose relating to a murder case. As a reminder, the penalty will be execution should you fail to comply.
Right, yeah. Of course.
I understand completely. You have my deepest gratitude.
So Mikado can't be the culprit.
Why are you trying to make this problem harder than it is? The answer is already out. There's a suspicious individual who satisfies every condition.
Huh?
You spoke about the conditions to be the culprit beforehand. Think it over. The individual you refer to is in plain sight.
The conditions to be the culprit?
The conditions that we brought up were...
The culprit was among those who stayed late at yesterday's party. The culprit was also part of the group that prepared the party.
Additionally, we figured out that the culprit is a man while discussing the life vest and the murder rehearsals.
A man who stayed late last night and helped prepare the party. Let's list them one by one. The group that stayed late was Setsuka, Hajime, Shinji, Yuri, Emma, and Yotoko. The group that prepared the party was Setsuka, Hajime, Yuki, Mikado, Yotoko, and myself. Then could the culprit be... It can only be you! It can only be you!
Was it you?
That's... Alright, well, obviously I already knew who it was, but, to anyone who doesn't know, there you go.
Hajime Makunochi.
Trial suspended. And we're gonna end the stream there. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, can I equip more skills? I'm not going to. Let me save. If you could show the art. Yeah, I'll show your art if you want me to. Hajime Hinata, wait, what? Trial resumed.
Was it you, Hajime?
Hajime mashite.
What?
Wait a minute, Sora. You think Hajime's the culprit?
There's nobody aside from Hajime that meets all the conditions to be the culprit. He helped prepare the party and stayed late to drink with Yuri. He's the only one who was in both groups, and is a man as well.
Are we sure? Okay.
Precisely. I have been suspecting Hajime since the beginning.
How'd you know right off the bat?
You will remember my question at the start of the investigation. I asked, how do you feel about this murder?
Ah, yes. But how is that relevant?
I can figure out whether a person is lying or not just by hearing them talk.
What? So you knew Hajime was the culprit just from that one question?
Miss Mitsume, that sounds like an even more magical ability than my own spells.
I cannot be completely sure of my deduction, naturally. But were I to narrow down my suspects, however, I can figure out the answer by simply comparing the evidence to each suspect. From that, my deduction is that the culprit is Hajime Makunochi.
Then Yuri's murderer, the person that attacked me, it was all him?
Hey, hold on a damn second! Why am I the culprit all of a sudden? Don't you remember? I may fit the bill, but that doesn't change the fact that I was drunk. The only person who wasn't drunk was Yotoko. Don't tell me you all forgot about that.
Yeah, that's true, but...
Yotoko was the only sober person at the party, and even she agrees I was drunk.
Thought Hajime was a girl at first. I would imagine Aroha sketching like chibi reactions of everyone, like Hajime being like freaked out. It's like a really exaggerated chibi. Yuri falls from the top and his body's a bloody mess. It's the first time you see the dead body, and then a minute later, Kokoro just comes up to you and says, "How does this make you feel?"
How could I possibly have killed Yuri? You all said the culprit made serious preparations. Stuff like trial runs. Wouldn't that be impossible to do if you're drunk? Are you guys really accusing me as the culprit? Just because I fit your little conditions? Because if you are, I'm about to get really mad.
Get mad. No, if we assume that Hajime is the culprit, every puzzle piece fits right into place. I suppose we should discuss just how those pieces fit as our next discussion. Alright, let's go. I already know the truth alert. Okay. I know
The
it.
culprit couldn't have planned out their crimes while drunk. So they must have been someone who didn't consume alcohol.
I'll let it go.
Right. There's no way Hajime's the culprit.
Shinji, please make judgments based on logic, not your friendship. There's plenty of reasons why Hajime is suspicious.
No matter how suspicious I am, I couldn't have done anything while I was drunk. Ask
Get
Yotoko
mad.
and check yourself.
What Hajime just said is true. Including Hajime, everyone who stayed to enjoy the party last night were completely drunk. Except me, of course.
Are you sure about that? Did you somehow check their blood alcohol content?
You do know you can tell if someone's drunk without checking that, right?
Like Kanani said earlier, there are other reasons why Hajime is suspicious. I'll listen to what he says and look for a way to refute his argument.
The culprit couldn't have planned out their crimes while drunk.
There's plenty of reasons.
No matter how suspicious. Ask Yotoko and.
What Hajime just said is true. Including Hajime, everyone who stayed to enjoy the party last night were completely
No, that's
drunk.
wrong! No, that's wrong! Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay, save again.
Everyone was completely drunk last night? I'm not so sure about that.
And another thing to add to the fan art wall. This is by Kin. So, I will show this. Where is it? Kinda hard to see, but I will make sure it's lovely Sora. And me. It's so cute! I love it. I love the Sora especially. Thank you so much. I'm running out of room here. Put it in the corner. Oh, whoops, wrong scene. Okay, but yes, thank you so much for the art. If you want to send me some, I will post it on this wall if I can find room.
What are you saying?
I found these liquor bottles in the guest house, and some of them were filled with water.
Water?
At first, I thought it was mixed in during the whole mess of alcohol being brought to the party. But now that I think about it, it's possible that the culprit was just pretending to be drunk and drank water instead.
Got him. Okay.
Wait a minute. I don't remember much because of my foggy memory, but are you saying that someone was just acting as if they were drunk?
If Zell is dressed up as Sora, I might cosplay as her. I have something that I could use as her wig and as her costume.
If Hajime was acting drunk during the party, he knew we would cross him off the suspect list. There's more to it than just that.
If I'm on the right track here, something I heard earlier should further condemn Hajime. That something is... what? Shinji's account?
Crap!
Dang it. That doesn't sound like those. Crap! Okay, if I'm on the right track, something I heard earlier should further condemn. I wasn't paying attention. I'm looking at the... God dang it. Okay. Someone help me. See ya! Thank you for coming. I need your guys' help. Which one is the right answer? I wasn't paying attention. I got distracted. All my homies hate purple. Yuriko's? Ah! Yuriko's count. Yuriko's. Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you, guys.
Yoriko, do you remember what you told me earlier? You said Yuri left to go to the washroom before you all went back to the monocruise.
Yes, I did.
Didn't you also say that someone else left with Yuri at that time? You said you couldn't remember who that someone was, but do you think that person could have been Hajime?
Oh gosh, this art's so good. Thank you so much, Ruby. It's so I love that you guys are sending me all this Sora stuff. I'm gonna have to find more room somehow. Hold on. More lovely Sora. Oh god. Hold on. More lovely Sora art. Yeah. Zoom. Very beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much, Ruby. Sorry, I'm so bad at like reacting to these sort of things. I'll put it in between these two. I guess I could put it up here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, yes, thank you so much. Beautiful. Yeah, 73 people. Okay. Yes, thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm so bad at reacting. I'm really happy. I'm just like, I have a very monotone voice, so. Which might be why I'm good at voicing Sora.
Huh? Give me a second to think. Well,
Wait, I think I remember. That
Why
person
you
told
play?
us to
Welcome.
go ahead while he took Riri to the washroom. They told us they'd follow us back right after. They had blonde hair and bulky muscles. It was Mac!
Yes, I believe it was. I wasn't paying much attention back then because I was under the influence. The thought that a murder would occur had hardly crossed my mind that night.
It's okay, Kit. If you want to send it to me again, I can repost it, but... oh, more? Did I just get another thing about art? A Setsuka drawing. So cute! I mean, I won't be showing it because... it's not Sora or me, but... It's a very cute Setsuka drawing. Kawaii play. Very cute Setsuka drawing. Okay. Big Mac!
you both remember? Jeez, why can't I remember? Even the drunk people remember what happened. Why couldn't you, Yoriko? Because your brain has more air bubbles than last night's booze.
I can't take note of everything while I'm completely absorbed in taking care of drunk people. Why are you being so harsh with me?
Because your bad memory frustrates me. Had you remembered, we could have pinned down the culprit much faster than we did. But thanks to the testimonies from the others, I think we've got the culprit set in stone. Yuri must have been completely drunk. He couldn't even walk on his own. In fact, wouldn't he nearly be out cold, considering the fact that he didn't refuse help from a man like Hajime?
So Hajime lied about Yuri going to the washroom and left off with him, then never came back to the mono cruise.
Considering Hajime as the culprit allows everything we've talked about so far to make perfect sense. Hajime, did you really murder Yuri?
Your argument is too soft!
I did not expect that. Your argument is too soft.
Wait! Sora, please! Hajime's the culprit? That can't be right! Hajime has an alibi. Please, let me explain. I know fighting with words isn't my thing, but I'll have to do it to fight you, Sora. I have to do it for my friend.
She always looks shocked. She's like, ah! Wait, hold on, let me see if I can do this. Alright, spiral staircase, anesthetic solution. Cav staff board. Okay, those are all things I don't think I've used before.
Hajime and I go jogging every morning. That's our routine, right after waking up. As always, waiting for him this morning. Like I said, while I was waiting, I saw Yoruko leaving the mono cruise. Hajime did arrive a bit later than usual, but committing a murder in that small gap is impossible. He's a cool guy. When a man's gotta go, he's gotta go. You can't blame him for that.
Shinji, don't you think the fact that he arrived late itself rouses suspicion? Hajime is pretty strict about time as far as I know. Even if what you said is true, something about his actions are strange.
Yes, they're certainly strange. But when the discovery announcement was made, Hajime was with us at the dining hall. If Hajime committed the murder at the bell tower, he wouldn't have returned in time to meet with us in the dining hall.
Shinji is arguing that Hajime is a solid ally. Hold on. Let me see spiral staircase. Is it that one? Another Sora picture. Thank you so much, guys. This one, you're getting so much better. Like every picture I see you improve. It's really great. It's a Christmas one. Someone tell me what the answer is. Calf wounds? Calf wounds. Maybe. Not spiral staircase. Alright, well, while I put this up, you guys can tell me the answer. Gotta find more room! I guess I could make some of these smaller. Why is it flipped? Okay, wait, hold on. There we go. Oh god, I'm so sorry, I keep bumping my microphone. Let me make some of these smaller. But yes, lovely art by Guy. Thank you so much. Calf wounds. Spiral staircase. Spiral staircase. Oh, you guys are fighting! Okay, I'll try spiral staircase first. Because I think that's...
Hajime and I go jogging every morning. That's our routine, right after waking up. As always, waiting for him this morning. Like I said, while I was waiting, I saw Yoruko leaving the mono cruise. Hajime did arrive a bit later than usual, but committing a murder in that small gap is impossible. He's a cool guy, and when a man's gotta go, he's gotta go! You can't blame him for that.
I like how one of his arguments was, he's a cool guy, like, bruh.
Shinji, don't you think the fact that he arrived late itself rouses suspicion? Hajime is pretty strict about time as far as I know. Even if what you said is true, something about his actions are strange.
Spiral staircase on the last one.
They're certainly strict. But when the discovery announcement was made, Hajime was with us at the dining hall. If Hajime committed the murder at the bell tower, he wouldn't have returned in time to meet with us.
I'll pierce through those words! I'll pierce through those words! Okay, thank you guys for the help.
Sorry, Shinji. Hajime actually could have easily made it back in time.
The double voices are back! He's a cool guy.
The body discovery announcement was made some time after Yuri's death.
What?
Of course. The announcement is only made when 3 or more people discover the body.
84 people watching. Wow, hello.
There was no announcement when Sora and I saw Yuri's corpse. Monoko announced the discovery only after we ran to the top and met Yoriko, and she also saw the body.
Using a reference is completely fine, guy.
So, did it go something like this? From Yuri's death to the body discovery announcement, the culprit had extra time to move around while Sora and Yuki climbed up the stairs.
As everyone who used the stairs during the investigation knows, it takes at least 5 minutes to get to the top. Of course, the culprit was able to quickly get down safely by jumping off the tower using his fulcrum mechanism.
Freaking fulcrum thing.
This is a small island. If you run fast enough from the bell tower to the monocruise...
Monocruise? Excuse me? Me? Monocruise. Boy. I also couldn't say this is a small island for the life of me.
Wouldn't it be possible to meet with everyone else at the dining hall before the announcement?
Then...
Wait, but didn't Shinji say he went jogging with Hajime? Yuri died at 7:30 a.m. If they went jogging together right after the morning announcement, how did Hajime kill Yuri?
The cat wounds thing will probably come into play later. Maybe? I can't
Shinji
remember.
and I briefly parted ways while jogging.
But that was just to get your girl card that you left at the guest house, right? And even that didn't take more than 10 minutes. Executing this whole murder plan in such a short time isn't possible.
There's one thing that keeps bothering me. Do we agree that the culprit attacked Yuko right after the door opened, and then they carried her to the top of the tower? If so, they attacked Yuko and moved her to the bell tower at 7 o'clock on the dime, returned to the monocruise and met with Shin, started jogging, parted with him, and went to the top of the tower again, checked that you and Rara were there, and murdered Riri by jumping off.
Okay, I'm the one who freaking summarizes things, not you, Chibukuro.
Dealt with the rope and the life vest,
kidding, I
and
love
then
you.
came back to the monocruise. All within such a short period of time?
Shinji, at what time did you meet with Hajime this morning?
Well, it was around 7:15 a.m.
Even if we say the culprit ambushed Yoriko at 7 a.m., 5 minutes to run to the tower, 5 minutes to rush up the stairs, 5 minutes to rush back down, 5 minutes back to the cruise, there just wouldn't be enough time, even if Hajime buffed up his strength somehow.
Oh, there'd be enough time, alright. All you have to do is remove a step, and all the pieces fit perfectly into place. Remove a step? Were the stairs the only way down? No. He could have slid down the rope, as if you were riding an elevator. Didn't he already adjust their rope length for that?
Ah, that makes sense.
But wasn't the rope that connected to the life vest also connected to Yuri's body? Yuri died at 7:30 a.m., but if he rode the rope at that time, he would have killed Yuri after jumping. That's still a problem.
He just had to get rid of the rope's connection with Yuri. Hajime could have simply yanked out the hook from Yuri's calf while he was carrying Yoriko to the top.
Ew. Ew.
Not a lot of people wander outside in the morning, and Hajime would be the first person to enter the bell tower. Wouldn't everything be solved if we assume that he put it back into Yuri's leg?
That's right. There was another wound on Yuri's body. It must have been because of that. Lon, make sure you don't spoil, please. Thank you. The wound he had was... the cat wound.
Got it!
Got it.
The mysterious stab wound on Yuri's right calf. Kanade's hypothesis would explain how that wound was created in the first place. Initially, the hook was in Yuri's right calf, but in order to save time after moving Yoriko to the top, the culprit used it as a mode of transportation.
In other words, the culprit took out the hook from his right calf to move down, then...
After meeting with
I don't
Shinji,
really cut that off. I'm
the
so
only
sorry.
thing left for him was to take his plan into action. So when he saw Yuki and Sora making their way to the top of the bell tower, he jumped down to kill Yuri.
Wait, Rara. You said a while ago that the culprit used wires to slow the falling and cushion the impact. But if he used the rope before the murder like you just said, doesn't that mean there was nothing to cushion the impact?
Ah, that's true. The wires cutting Yuri's body would break the fall when the culprit killed him. But if he jumped with nothing but a small hook on the other side, there wouldn't be anything to slow him down.
Isn't this a bit problematic? I remember Miss Little Sis saying anyone who fell
Miss
from that
Little
height would get their shoulders crushed.
No, it's not a problem this time. I know this sounds like I'm contradicting my own words, but unlike back then, we know for sure who the culprit is.
The culprit? Are you speaking of Hajime?
Earlier, I said anyone would end up with a shoulder injury because I didn't know who the culprit was. But Hajime is the ultimate boxer. Wouldn't he be able to withstand some degree of impact with his great physique? After all, no one cares more about their health than he does. The life vest also would have absorbed some of the impact, right?
True.
But doesn't that sound a bit unrealistic? And even if he could survive the fall, that doesn't explain why he would bother setting up those wires. Why waste time preparing a braking system when he can just endure the impact in the first place?
That's also
In
true.
your opinion, who amongst us would possess the fortitude necessary to pull off such a feat?
Huh? Well, based on pure muscle, I guess Hajime would beat Bro.
Do you see? The list of potential culprits has instantaneously been reduced to 2 individuals.
Oh, I get it. The fact that they were set up could be so the culprit could use their existence as an alibi. If there weren't any breaks, the second that jumping trick was revealed, our first question would obviously be, who could endure the impact?
Exactly.
Ah.
Of course, he also might have
didn't even know
still
that.
needed a safety device to lessen the pain of the full impact.
Wow. So, I mean, Hajime's smart. I know haven't said this before, but like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, dang, Hajime is pretty smart to think of all of this, because he did that on purpose so that we wouldn't immediately go, oh, who could survive the impact? So it was like a ruse, basically.
Regardless of whether or not Hajime ended up enduring the impact, it's a definitive truth that the culprit jumped twice from the top of the bell tower. And therefore our conclusion would also be correct. Perhaps we should also examine Hajime's shoulders and see if we find any other condemning evidence.
Yeah, the culprit would have had plenty of time at night to estimate the strength of the impact through experimentation.
Again,
If
didn't
I
mean to cut that
may
off, I'm so
interject,
sorry.
Yuki stated that he received a message from Yuri asking for assistance, but the existence of this correspondence in itself is extremely suspicious. Yuri, with his acute misinjury, reaching out to another man on the verge of his own death. Is it not unnatural?
Most certainly. Yuki even said that Yuri was delighted at the idea of being killed by a woman. It's definitely not the attitude of someone who would ask for help if such a thing had actually happened.
True.
The message was probably sent to Yuki by Hajime, using Yuri E-Handbook Plus to create an alibi. That way, he'd be able to make whoever witnessed the murder scene run up to the top of the tower to catch the culprit.
Now I see why he used a syringe with measurements on it to inject the anesthetic. It was to make sure that Yuri woke up the second Sora and I got to the tower.
So, Jimmy was really thinking that far
Jimmy?
ahead when he planned the murder?
Jimmy!
Hey! Why are you all so confident that Hajime's the culprit?
So the culprit set up wires not only to cushion the impact, but to confuse us and set up an alibi.
Imagine jumping up a building to kill someone else.
And then he used the rope to move down. I'd say that theory checks out. But why did he put the hook in Yuri's leg and then take it back out? He could have gone down the tower with the rope first and then put it in his leg.
Hajime hasn't said anything this entire time.
Could it be, perchance, that Miss Kabuya's interference threw a wrench into the culprit's machinations?
Through a wrench?
Allow me to explain my reasoning. Being unable to enter the monocruise once the slumbering hours occurred, the culprit was left with no option but to wait until morning.
You mean Neutron?
Therefore, it was crucial that they board the ship the moment the gates opened so they could play the part of the innocent. But Miss Kabuya stated that she exited the monocruise the instant the gates opened. Perhaps the two had a fateful encounter. Thus, the culprit had no choice but to ambush her in order to eliminate any possibility of her going to the bell tower. It would have completely jeopardized his carefully laid out plans, after all.
I agree with Mikado. If you think about it, jumping off the top of the bell tower like that without anything to cushion your fall is just insane. It would have been a risky gamble, even for Hajime.
You missed Jimmy.
He wouldn't have done it unless he was forced to, due to some outside interference.
But, like, why did Ruko even go out that early in the morning? It makes her super suspicious, you know?
I told you already. I just wanted to get a head start on my investigation.
With everyone's morale being boosted from the party, I felt motivated to really give it my all. But the murder made the whole thing pointless, of course.
85 people watching. That's the most I've ever had. Wow, thank you guys.
Well, I think we finally put all the pieces together. Is there anything we're missing, Hajime?
Hey! Hajime, I still believe in you. Why are you just standing there? Tell them they're wrong!
I admit, everything they've said seems to line up nicely. I'm not sure where to start.
Maybe that's because you're guilty?
That's enough! Don't you believe in your friends at all?
You're all teaming up on me with weak, bullshit speculation. There's nothing else to say.
People watching the archive stream. Jimmy? During Terminate talk shooting? Okay. Okay. Okay, you have to use a... Okay. Alright. We'll try this.
What a load of crap! You've got no proof! Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! I'm done for. Your logic is bullshit! You've got no evidence! What's the point? That ain't convincing! You've got no proof! Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this! Your logic is bullshit! It's over. That ain't convincing! You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this! What a load of crap! You've got no proof! Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! You guys really falling for this shit? It's over. You've got no evidence. What a load of crap! That ain't convincing! You've got no proof! Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this! Your logic is bullshit! You've got no evidence! That ain't convincing! You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this! What's the point? You've got no proof! Why are you suspecting me? That I refuse to believe this! It's over. Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? Got no evidence. What a load of crap. Why are you suspecting me? Got no proof. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. What a load of crap. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. Your logic is bullshit. Why are you suspecting me? You've got no evidence. What a load of crap. Why are you suspecting me? Got no proof. That ain't convincing. What's the point? It's over. What a load of crap. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. Logic is bullshit.
Oh, crap, Axel.
You guys really falling for this shit? Got no evidence. What a load of crap. Why are you suspecting me?
I'm trying.
No proof. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. Got no evidence. What a load of crap. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. Logic is bullshit. Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? Got no evidence. What a load of crap. Why are you suspecting me? Got no proof. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. Got no evidence. What a load of crap. That ain't convincing.
Okay, here we go.
You've got no proof. Why are you suspecting me? Convincing. Your logic is bullshit. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. A load of crap. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. Your logic
I'm not
is
talking
bullshit.
about
A load of crap. You've got no proof. You've got no evidence. Why are you suspecting me? You've got no proof. Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing. Your logic is bullshit. You guys really falling for this shit? To believe this. You've got no evidence. A load of crap. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. Your logic is bullshit. A load of crap. Got no proof. You've got no evidence. Why are you suspecting me? I refuse to believe this. Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing. Your logic is bullshit. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. A load of crap. That ain't convincing. It's over. You've got no evidence. Your logic is bullshit. A load of crap. Got no proof. You've got no evidence.
I can't read the chat right now. Oh god.
Tell me why the hell I'm suspicious!
This is the end.
Ah, finally.
Stop it!
I'm sorry, that was really hard. Okay. I still got 100? Wow, okay. Well, don't know how, but I did.
Hey, Hajime, are you really going to insist that you were drunk?
On the meat bone!
You, Hajime Makinochi, got completely drunk? That's not like you at all, Hajime.
Nobody in our group cares more about their health than you, Hajime. I thought it was kind of strange that you were drinking at the party. You did say drinking a bit was good for your health, but you've made it sound like you drank way more than that.
And I just can't see someone like you not being able to restrain themselves from drinking.
So pro, yeah! That screen is really good. Who voiced Hajime, I forgot who. But they did really good. I don't know them personally, but their voices are really great. Why? His pet. Guys, that's how it is in the canon games. Why are you all shocked?
There's a little thing called mood at a party, you know? I'm human just like the rest of you. Even I can cut loose and ignore my health for a bit.
Oh, Mac.
Oh, Mac.
I just remembered. You were the one who invited Riri to the party, weren't you?
Bag Boo Bam Sword.
Right. He suggested that we invite Yuri, saying he's not entirely a bad person. Even then, we hadn't forgotten to talk about the importance of health.
Damn it! Hajime! What the hell were you thinking?
Joe. Yeah, you're right. Joe.
I'm not the culprit.
I mean, I can see how the TTS would be hard for people who are like dyslexic, because, yeah, it gets confusing.
Fine, have it your way. Let's review this case from the start.
Bro, I said that so cool. Fine, have it your way. Let's review this case from the start.
Then you'll have no choice but to admit to your crimes.
I did not know it's cool when it's like I hear it in the actual game. Obviously. Closing argument. Yes. 4. Got it. Uh-huh. Yep. Press A. Specific details. Okay. View it. If you mean this on press G. Otherwise, you might reset the page by pressing X. Okay. Sora will give an explanation of the case with okay. Really? I had no idea. F. Hello, Adri. Closing argument, my favorite game. At least in the canon games it was. The culprit came up with a plan after hearing about a party. I guess just so this is hard because I actually gotta determine which one comes first. There's a Yuri's declaration. That one? Oh, I did. Okay, well. Party. Oh, wait. How do I go back? Alright, well. I'll pretend you're interested here. God dang it, I messed it up. Okay, well. No. Cancel. Okay, so it was him, and then it was that. I believe. I'm trying to remember what order I said things in. I believe it's this. Right? Yes. Okay. I think. Maybe that means it was right. Robot's helping set up the party. Yuri's severely intoxicated. The party began. Okay, so it's this one. He's drunk. Wait. God dang it, I messed it up. Okay, so it's the preparation, then this one, then the party, and then the Culper injecting the anesthetic. Yuri. Culper takes Yuri to the bell tower. Party went out until nighttime. I'll try the. No, I think it's the other way around. Sorry, I'm trying wrong. The wrong Hajime. Okay, party went on till nighttime. I think it's this, then Cobra Yuri. And this, I think. Dang it. Okay, not that. Let's see. That one. That one. That one, then this one. Wait, did I do that the first time? I can't remember. Yes, okay, that's the right one. Okay. Culprit is adjusting the rope length. Yuriko's sudden appearance. Okay, that one's last. Yuriko wakes up. Dang it, what? Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. This one, then this one. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the bar has been going down. There's Yuriko. Jumps. Ambushes. Yuriko. Down. Carries Yuriko to the bell tower. Okay. Wait. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I think I messed up. Cobra carries Yuriko to the bell tower. I didn't mean to do that. That one's obviously last. God dang it. I'm just gonna say. The Cobra carries. Okay. Then took out the hook from Yuri's cap. Dang it. Okay, well. Clearly he ambushes her first. Right? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm bad at this. Oh, there's 5 here. Okay. Kobut saw that Yuri and Yuki and I arrived at the bell tower. I sent a message to Yuki. Shows you all the answers. Ooh. Okay, I might do that. Terry at the Mara. I guess that one, right? Yeah, concentration goes down, and then the influence goes down. I don't know this one. Oh, crap. Okay. The culprit saw that Yuki and I arrived at the bell tower. You guys might have to help me with this one. That one's probably last, right? Maybe 4, 2, 1, 3. That doesn't help me. You guys saying 6-9, that doesn't help me. Thank you, but I know it's page 679. I'm so bad at this because like 4, 2, 1, 3. I'll try that. 4. There's another one though. So 4 is this one, right? 4, 2, 1, 3, and then that one. There's 5. I'll try that. 5 is missing. Oh, you're right. Okay. 1, 2, 4. That was right. Thank you, Alex. You read the message you received here as a handbook. Cooper definitely returns more than that body was going. That one. Yuri since the top. It might be the other way. These two might be switched. Hold on. Yeah, okay. What's this one? There we go. Okay. Yuki and I discovered Yuri's corpse. The culprit disposed of possible incriminating evidence and dashed it on the monikers. Savagely cut, Yuri falls back down after reaching the ground. Okay, well, this one. Then it's cut, then he does that, and then what, we find his body, or does he run away? Oh, I actually got it right. Okay. Woo! Ooh, sorry, that was loud. 9 out of 9. Okay. Culprit. Oh, that's not in there. Culprit definitely returns. That might be used. Leave the culprits at the top. Oh, you can act on this. What's this last one? Dang it! No! Don't you start from the beginning? Crap. God dang it, I gotta start from the beginning? Crap. Well, screw my life. Okay. Okay. Alright. So this is... Okay, let's do this first. The culprit... Okay, I'm so sorry this is taking me forever. I'm trying my best. Okay, that one's right. Got that. Yes, pain. Okay, he's helping set it up. No, it was 3425. I'm sorry. Right at the end too, yeah. And then you're. Night, drunk Yuri, this. Okay. That Yuriko wakes up and he's like, what the heck? Why is Yuriko here? And then he like, wow. Does this, then carries Yuriko, then jumps off, or whatever. This one again, okay. What was this one again? Okay, got it. Alright, 7 out of 9. Alright, and so then this one was... like, oh, the message. Then you see that we're here, and then he jumps off. So then he goes switching, and then the rope is cut, and then he falls, and then he runs away, right? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, wait, I know. I'm gonna restart. 3, 5, 4, 1. So that one goes first.
This is the truth of the case.
Finally.
It all began when Yuri started saying all that weird stuff about wanting to die for a single woman. We were all growing desperate, so he offered any girl the chance to kill him and escape. Unfortunately, his words caught the attention of this case's culprit. If Yuri had been killed, everyone would suspect a woman of being the culprit. The culprit used this to their advantage in the murder. However, Yuri had locked himself away and only answered to women.
Let me know if the stream is lagging.
Setsuka decided she wanted to host a surprise party to get everyone to cheer up.
Okay, let me know if the stream is... it might be buffering. Waiting for it to resume. Buffer. Okay. The buffer... Okay, I think the buffer's good. I think we're good. Literally the worst time. I'm sorry! Okay.
Our culprit saw this party as a critical part of their plan. After getting himself involved with the party setup, he was able to convince everyone to invite Yuri. While preparing the party, our culprit took the opportunity to swap some of the drinks with alcohol. This was to make sure people would get drunk.
It wasn't long after the party started when Yuri, a man who was fond of alcohol, had become completely intoxicated. Both our culprit and the victim drank late into the night until they had to return to the Mono Cruise. Once the party reached its end, our culprit helped Yuri and slipped away from the others.
As a result, both the culprit and the victim were left all alone at night outside the Mono Cruise. Once separated, the culprit took our victim directly to the bell tower.
At least they said Mono Cruise correctly there.
Since this all took place at night, there were no witnesses or interruptions that could affect them. Yuri was already passed out from being drunk, but to be extra sure, our culprit used a syringe to inject him with an anesthetic solution that would keep him out for a long time. Since our culprit had plenty of time until morning, he took some time to practice his method. It was during this practice that they made sure all of their measurements were perfect. Once the culprit was satisfied with their preparations, they had to wait outside until morning. Once the morning announcement went off, our culprit was going to enter the Mono Cruise. However, as soon as the doors opened, Yoriko stepped out of the Mono Cruise. If she had gone to the bell tower, this whole case would have been ruined for the culprit.
Sorry, I have nothing to say. I just want to let you guys
The
listen to
culprit
this.
had no choice but to inject her with the remaining anesthetic and moved her to the bell tower. Although the decision was made in the moment, it actually ended up driving suspicion away from them. During this time, the culprit had become late to their morning jog with Shinji, so they had to hurry. So, they removed the hook from Yuri's right calf while moving Yoriko. Going both up and down the stairs would take too much time, so they decided to use the hook as a means of transportation. With Yoriko in tow, the culprit rushed to the top of the bell tower. With the hook detached, our culprit quickly jumped off the tower using their fulcrum method. Normally, they would injure themselves without the weight of Yuri and the wires to slow them down, but they decided to take a risk and put their faith into their fitness and health. Luckily for our culprit, his talent was perfect for something like this. The culprit, who had shortened his travel time, joined with Shinji in the Mono Cruise. During the jog, our culprit made an excuse to depart from Shinji for a moment. Returning to the bell tower, the culprit rearranged the hook placement. They couldn't reuse the right calf, as it had been completely torn up.
This part, the closing argument, took me so long to do. It doesn't seem like that, but it was a lot of lines. Like, it took me a real long time to do.
So they inserted it into the left calf. This is the reason he had wounds on both of his calves. Once everything was ready, the culprit used Yuri's e-handbook plus to send a distress message to Yuki.
You can hear my voice crack sometimes, it's really annoying.
As Yuki received the distress message, our culprit quickly made their way up to the bell tower. Once the culprit heard that we had arrived and Yuri had woken up, the culprit jumped off the bell tower once again, this time with the intention of murder. Yuri, who was connected to the life jacket via the hooks, was sent flying into the air.
Hi,
As
Tio.
Yuri flew up, he was cut by several sharp wires that had been set up by the culprit. The culprit, now safely on the ground, cut the rope and... Yuri was sent falling downwards to finish him off. Since there was nothing to slow his fall, it was without a doubt the true cause of death. Yuri, who we had just witnessed alive a moment earlier, was now a bloody mess on the ground. This is the truth of Yuri's death as Yuki and I had witnessed it. Once we saw the gruesome sight, we decided to rush up the stairs, hoping to find the culprit at the top. While we rushed to the top, the culprit disposed of the life jacket and was hurried towards the Mono Cruise. Doing so would give them an alibi when the body discovery announcement went off. Fortunately for them and their fitness, they were able to make it back in time for the announcement. Right after the body discovery announcement, the culprit made their way to the bell tower with everyone else. In doing so, they reacted innocently with everyone else and pretended to be shocked by the event. However, this was all an act. In truth, they had been the one to kill Yuri. That culprit is without a doubt.
Here's the part. I'm ready.
You, Hajime Makinoshi, the ultimate boxer!
Nice. Oh my god, that was really bad. That was the worst I did all trial.
It's over, Hajime. You are the culprit.
Well, I guess I can't argue against that.
Does that mean...
It can't be helped. They got it all right. I'm sorry, Shinji, but I'm the culprit.
How dare you? B. Alright, well, it's probably because of the last one I did really bad. Gained 1630 experience. Dang. Level 7. How much did I get? Whoa! That's a lot of crow coins. Okay. Additional as your rank bonus? Cool. Alright.
Have we reached a conclusion? That wasn't nearly as interesting as I thought it would be. Are you ready to see if your answer is right or wrong? As a warning, you only have one chance. I will assume that you've had enough time and proceed to the voting. Now everyone, choose who you think is the culprit with the switch in front of you. Will your answer be correct or incorrect? What will be the outcome?
No Pog. That was very not Pog of you, Hajime. Really, guys? Really? Well, we were right. All rise. Would you like to save your progress? Yes, I would. Thank you very much. Oh, now I gotta talk again.
Oh.
Your answer is correct. The culprit who killed Yuri Kagarin was Hajime Makanouchi. Congratulations on coming to the correct conclusions. Hajime, how could you? I'm sorry.
What is it? Sorry, you're the culprit. You murdered Yuri, and all you have to say for yourself is I'm sorry?
Why? Hajime, why would you, of all people, kill someone?
Right, please give us an answer. Why did you kill Yuri, Hajime? I can't tell you.
Huh? You can't tell us?
You wouldn't understand, even if I did, and it would only make you despise. You wouldn't understand even if I did, and it would only make you despise me more than you already did.
You're the worst! Are you serious? It's your fault that we had to go through the whole trial and the mess in the first place. We do all this and you don't even give us a straight answer?
It's not the same person who voices the antagonist in Danganronpa F. It's a different person. Mac, oh wait, I didn't even read that. Oops. Mac, please tell us. We just want to know why. Did you forget about the rules of the class trial?
The rules? If the Blacken's identity is revealed in the trial, they will be punished.
Right, Hajime, you're about to die now. Don't you realize that?
Indeed, those are the cruel rules of this class trial. If the Blackened is identified during the class trial, they alone will be punished.
Jimmy!
Since Monocro confirmed our answer, Hajime is without a doubt the Blackened that killed Yuri. And thus, Hajime won't be able to escape from the inevitability of his imminent death.
She's right, Hajime. We don't despise you, but we have to know what led you to commit murder.
Wait, is it just because, was it just because he wanted to escape? That's all?
It's the same for all of us. We all had friends and family waiting for us out there. We all had the willpower to hold in our own desire to escape. It's hard to believe that Hajime would just murder someone because he wanted to leave. You must have had another reason. Something that pushed you to commit murder. Mac, just tell us what it was. If you don't, I really don't know if we'll ever be able to move forward from this. No spoilers, guys. I'm sorry, I still can't tell you.
Hajime.
Yeah, well.
But you're right, I didn't kill Yuri just to get off this island. I had to commit murder, so I did. My decision didn't have a process. The only thing left to behold is the outcome. Whatever my true reason was, I killed Yuri. I'm not trying to make any excuses here. I just want to die the way I am now as a murderer.
Hajime.
Hey!
Die! Don't jump to conclusions. That's not decided yet. Just wait. I'm sure there will be another way.
What are you talking about? There are no exceptions to the rules on this island. Are you turning to escapism now?
No, but...
Hold on just a second, Hajime. Didn't you say you wanted to die as a murderer?
Guys, what is with the freaking... Stop with the spoilers, people! Oh, hey, Iz is here. Hey, Iz. What are you getting at, Coco?
That's not what you're thinking at all. What are you saying?
It's pointless.
You cannot deceive me, Hajime. The emotion in your words just now. You're hiding something. What's the matter, Kokoro? While it's true that Hajime's words just now seem stoic, his thoughts betray something else entirely. Hajime is under the belief that he himself will not die at all.
What do you mean, Kokoro? Are you reading his thoughts or something? I know your mind reading is real, Coco, but doesn't it seem a bit off for Mac to think that way right now?
Incorrect.
I cannot read his
wow.
I cannot read his exact emotions because of the sunglasses covering his eyes. But I see that there was an abnormal reason for your murder of Yuri. Was that it?
You piece of...
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was prepared to die. I have nothing more to say. Monoko, just start your stupid punishment. Mr. Makinochi, you may tell them. What?
So how's that?
You may tell them the truth. I suppose you are concerned about the consequences, but that is of no matter. Speak freely. Besides, I doubt we can hide this from Kokoro any longer.
You better watch it!
Hey, stop bothering him. Why are you trying to make that decision for him? Is this another one of your conspiracies? Mikado, are you sure that's okay? Huh?
Good grief.
Completely. You are aware of our abilities, yes? Well, we cannot reveal everything at this moment. Telling them your reason for murder should be acceptable. I will handle the aftermath. Do as you please, Mr. Makinochi.
Those two, what are they talking about right now?
Really? Well, if you say so. Nothing's ever gone wrong listening to you. Hajime, what's going on here? After finishing that sentence, Hajime took a deep breath. Then he spoke.
So, y'all want to know why I committed murder, huh? The answer's simple. It's because I was supposed to commit murder.
His eyes full of madness, his mouth letting out a twisted tone of voice. The Hajime we knew was gone, and in his place was a Hajime we had never seen before.
What are you talking about, Hajime? You're acting really strange.
What's so strange? You all wanted to know why I did it, right? And it's just as I said. It was my mission to murder.
I don't understand what you're saying. And something doesn't look right about you now.
Sorry for keeping
Sans?
quiet.
Sorry.
But since it's already too late, and Mikado gave me permission, I'd like to say it out loud to y'all.
How
Say
dangerous.
what out loud?
Although this must be painful to hear, I must reveal that Mr. Makinoshi is a proud member of Void.
Void? What's that?
It's the name of the organization Mikado briefly mentioned on the first day we came to this island.
Huh? Huh?
Didn't he just make that up for his false persona?
It looks like that wasn't the case.
That's right, I'm working with Mikado, the mastermind behind this whole killing game. What? It's a lie. This can't be.
Incorrect.
It is no lie. This fact perfectly explains Hajime's strange behavior. It was all planned out from the start.
Okay, now you guys can freaking say Void if you want to so badly.
But then everything he did, everything we know him for, it was all an act.
On.
I told you, didn't I? I tell you why. If I tell you why I killed you all, you'd hate me even more. I was trying to pay you all back for our past week together by getting off the stage as quietly as possible. Hajime, were you really on the mastermind's side this whole time? That's right. I've been on his side from the very first day of this field trip. No, before that even, from the very start of his plan.
That's...
The world-famous boxing star Hajime Makinochi involved in a large-scale criminal organization like this? Damn it! Normally this would have been perfect for a headline, but I'm in shock. I can't believe it.
You better watch it!
You, Hajime? Why? How come? What do you mean by supposed to murder?
Regardless, they likely
Coordinated? Why can't I speak?
This event is in advance. You must kill someone to escape this island. It's easier said than done. The killing game could easily fall into a deadlock when its centerpiece is something as wicked as murder. I suppose Hajime's role was to break the deadlock by committing the first murder, am I correct?
You're amazing!
Indeed, we have planned everything in advance. It would have been serendipitous for a murder to have occurred without Mr. Mokonochi's involvement, but reality is rarely that cooperative. I had a conversation at the dining hall yesterday. Do you remember when Yuri said that our motive to murder was weak? Back then, Mikado answered that the killing game was structured so that someone... Is this what he meant by that? Hajime worked for the mastermind and hid among us in our daily lives. Amongst us. And if a murder didn't occur, he was going to come out and do it himself?
So how's that?
Now that we've crossed the threshold, I believe it would be best to drive the dagger of despair in even deeper. Allow me to reveal one more painful truth to you.
I'm just kidding around.
In truth, Mr. Makinochi and I are not the only members of Void.
What?
Myself included, Void is an organization of 5 members in total, and all 5 of them are currently standing in this very courtroom. Do you fully grasp the implications of what this means?
That means... There's more of us besides Hajime that are working for you right now? No way! Who are they?
Careful now.
Naturally, I cannot say. Oh, and if it wasn't already evident, the late Mr. Kagami is excluded from all this. It is truly a tragedy. He would have made this school trip so much more interesting and he lived a bit longer.
Yeah, well...
I had no choice. It was to create a conflict of men versus women for the exact reproduction of the case. Yuri was the only one whose death would be able to achieve that. He stirred up theories of a woman being the culprit just by being the victim of this case. What? Hajime, don't tell me that's the sole reason you murdered someone. You listening, Shinji? My mission was to kill someone. All I had to do was choose who. Of course, I had to prepare the murder and all the tricks by myself as well. It was a load of work, and a lot of weight on my shoulders. I tried my best to win, but I guess it was too hard for me to deceive the brainpower of 13 people. Not to mention, it would have been a whole other problem had I actually won.
You better watch it!
You bastard! Huh? Big bro, no violence! Oh. Unable to repress his anger, Shinji ran toward Hajime. But Hajime easily overpowered Shinji, someone taller than himself, with a single punch. Dang.
You...
Are you nuts? Did you really think you could challenge the ultimate boxer? Mr. Makinochi, even if you are about to depart, violation of the rules under my watch is unacceptable. It doesn't matter, my job's done here. Shinji? He's out cold. What was that? Hajime, you hit Big Bro with your full strength? We've been together for a week now. I thought you saw us all as your friends. Did everything that happened this week mean nothing to you? Well, it was enjoyable to some extent. At one point, I really did feel like I had made some real friends.
But why? Why did you bring us here just to make us kill each other? Kogoro, can't you read his mind and find out? Mind reading is not perfect. It cannot be used anytime I desire either. It can only tell the general emotion state and mood of the individual, not their exact thoughts. I can't just simply understand why he's decided to side with the mastermind. What I can tell you right now, though, is that everything Hajime has said is true.
Yeah, well...
Anyway, sorry for tricking you guys, but I couldn't help it. I can't live on without this plan.
What does that mean?
Pardon me, Mr. Sonoji and Mr. Makinochi. Every time you voids get the spotlight, I feel like I am reduced to a mere bird with no purpose. I have my roles as the teacher and judge, and it seems like the time has come for me to do my job as well. Yes, it seems that I was a bit too hasty in giving my surprise announcement.
Ho-ho!
Without further ado, Mr. Monaco, please begin the grand finale of the class trial.
Very well.
I prepared a very special punishment for this case blackened. Hajime Makunouchi, the ultimate boxer. I think that's enough, Mikado. You don't have to go this far. I don't need the punishment, so just tell me the way out and I'll be waiting for you there.
How boring.
I beg your pardon. I'm afraid I don't follow. You are the loser of this trial, and therefore you will be executed. Yeah, there's always an archive, guys. It'll be available after I end the stream, so... Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop joking around. I was supposed to leave after this. Surely you won't actually kill me, will you? I will. What? Forgive me, Mr. Makunouchi, but even I cannot bend the rules of this game. Are you not aware that we would are participating on the side of the students? I'm certain you have not forgotten that the correctly identified Blacken must face execution. I said stop joking around. Well then, shall we begin? Oh, this is just part of the act, right? You're just pretending, right? Oh, sorry, guys. Farewell, Mr. Makunouchi. I shan't forget you. There is no need to cower in fear like that. Who knows, perhaps if our plan succeeds, a blessing of fortune may be able to resurrect you.
You son of a bitch! Do you think the other three are just gonna let you get away with this? I'll reveal the entire plan right now!
It's punishment time!
Haha. Alright. Time, guys. I've seen this multiple times, but it's really brutal. And for Jimmy. Super Makunouchi push machine. That's weak. Bro, that sucks so bad. I'm so sorry, but oh my god. I hate that so much. Ew. The first time I saw it, I was like, ugh. Not parties. Sorry, but like, that's so funny. Bye, Hajime! We're not gonna miss you, or at least I won't. People in the chat probably will. That sucks, but, you know. Anyway, my apologies again, Mr. Makunouchi, but you should have realized, no matter what may befall you, the Void all have no choice but to obey me without question.
Until we meet again.
Adios, Mr. Makunouchi. Thank you for the entertainment. No, Mikado, don't turn me into a marketable plushie.
What was that?
Is this real? Yeah. Although he had sided with the mastermind and killed Yuri, the life of a person who had been breathing and alive a moment ago had vanished in another. As we witnessed the shocking scene, no one was able to let out a word about the sudden influx of new information.
Hey!
Huh?
Oh hey, Shobai is alive. Or awake. Oh, have you finally awakened? Just now I sensed that some interesting stuff was going on. Anyways, here's what you said. There are 5 masterminds among us, including yourself. Said masterminds are pre-planned to carry out murder if none of us do. And you guys are making us participate in this in order to achieve some kind of purpose?
You're amazing!
That would be correct. Buff Monocro doesn't exist. It can't hurt you, Buff Monocro. So then why did you just betray your allies? Like the boxer said, I don't think the other three are just gonna twiddle their thumbs and do nothing about this. What do you think?
How dangerous.
Mr. Hashimoto, correct me if I'm wrong, but it is not your creed to stay out of the affairs of others, lest it benefit your directly.
Yeah, shit.
I do. It's just out of curiosity. Satisfying my curiosity would directly benefit me, right?
I guess I was wrong.
From the moment you revealed yourself as the mastermind on the first day here, I still have yet to figure out you even one bit. I wonder how perfect your plan is for you to be okay with all the ways you're spoiling
Good
things.
grief.
Our business is none of your concern. This applies to the remaining 3 members of Void as well. I can understand that you may be confounded by my actions
So
today,
how's that?
but as we have reached the conclusion of this trial, I ask that you please think things over carefully in your rooms. Whether this was an act of mere betrayal or a sacrifice for the greater good. After finishing his sentence, Mikado disappeared into flames. Aside from Shobai, the rest of us stood still in the class trial room without knowing what or how to speak.
This is stupid.
Is it over? It's about time. I'm heading back.
Now then.
Now then, everybody, let's head back to the Monocruise. I know this is hard. Even Big Sis herself here is barely standing tall right
Thing
now.
is,
But we need to move on. Let's return to the Monocruise. Let's go back and think on this.
Oh dear.
Right. Shinji's still knocked out cold. We need to take him to the infirmary.
Oh right, Biki, Kana, could you two help me out?
Don't touch me.
What?
Stay away from me. There's 3 voids among us, and they're all working with the mastermind. I can't trust anyone aside from Kanade. Get out of my sight!
What are you talking about? What's more important is—
Look. Oh, sis, calm down and think about this. Shut up! What's your problem? How dare you interrupt your older sister when she's talking? Huh? Sorry, please don't be mad at me.
Hey,
What about you, Kanade? What if both of your sisters are members of Void?
That's not true.
are you for real?
Well, that's easy for you to say. Sorry, but as a journalist, I suspect everything I see.
What is it? Wait, then what about you? Do you have any evidence that you're not part of Void?
Well,
You know, it's also possible to think that you planned together with Hajime to intentionally meddle up with things. The both of you working together as fellow members of Void.
What? What did you just say?
Calm down, you guys. Why are you suddenly fighting? We can't suspect each other like this. If Mikado and Hajime were speaking the truth, it'll be hard to put trust in anyone from now on.
Therefore,
Sorry, but carry Shinji by yourselves. If you're going to act like this, I guess I can't trust you guys either.
Hey, why is everyone— It's not use, I think. It's no use, Setsuka. Maybe this is how things were meant to be. We were all afraid of being killed by one another from the start, and now that we know there's 3 other masterminds in disguise, it'd be a miracle if things ever went back to the way they were before. Among Us. Buff Crow. What's wrong with you? Sure, Riri and Mac are dead. Yes, 3 of us are on the mastermind side. So what? Should we just give up on everything we've built up to this point and start killing each other? Don't you think that's even more ridiculous? Sorry, I may have gone too far. But at least for now, no one's in their right state of mind. If only Big Bro was awake. Everyone's gone crazy. Roha, how about you? Okay, yeah, she's not doing okay. Satsuka. Rara. Let's go. We should take Shinji to the infirmary. Oh, okay. That dramatic scene was like a perfect summary on how an infectious disease became a pandemic. Ooh. That's fitting. Very timely. Some of our bonds were already unstable from the start. This class trial just hammered the final nail in the coffin. Even Setsuka, who was trying to encourage everyone deep behind her words, could lie some form of distrust in us. Our lives together will never be the same thanks to this class trial. Look, Shinji's just on the floor. I didn't even realize that. Like laying over. And all that was left was the impact of a small seed named Void that Mikado had left behind. After carrying Shinji to the infirmary with Setsuka, I silently left the Monocruise on my own. Some time passed and night has arrived, but the chaos still remains in the Monocruise. Chaos where you can't trust anyone. Chaos where your only ally is yourself. The prevailing distrust that we were all currently feeling could easily lead to a murder while I lock along the beach now. Is there even anything I can do about that? In my current state of affairs, all I can do is just watch as the chaos unfolds. To avoid being lost in the turmoil, I strode along the night seashore in silence. Who am I? Who am I to have gone through these events at this place? If anyone out there knows the answer, please tell me. But... Huh? What was that sound just now? Through the sound of the wind and the waves of the night, I heard a man's voice. Ignoring my overwhelming anxiety from hearing this sudden voice, I approached the origin of the sound. And there I found...
It's... that person?
I genuinely don't... Please do not spam emojis, thank you. I genuinely don't remember the scene, to be honest. It's that person? Apparently that was my last line, but I don't remember that. The wolf smiles quietly in the herd. End.
Danganronpa.
Interesting. I want to see my little boy. Here he comes. And obtain the champion's belt. Great. Would you like to save your progress? Yes. End of the demo. When further chapters come out, please load the save you just made. Thank you for your infinite amount of patience, and we hope you enjoyed your time playing. If you found any bugs or problems, we reported in the show. Okay. Thank you for playing the Chapter 1 demo, and see you in the near future for the rest of the game. With love, the Super Danganronpa and other 2 English dub team. And that's the end, guys. When will stream end? Right now, probably. Oh, whoops. So yes, that was it. I'm sorry for the lack of commentary. I just didn't want to like talk over the voice actors, and I already know what happens, so I can't really like theorize, unfortunately. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. What were your favorite parts? My favorite part was Scrum Debate, probably. And I just liked hearing myself say no, that's wrong. But yes, thank you guys so much. Why does yeah, I have no idea why she has the belt, but yes, I'm so glad you guys all joined. I had 80 some viewers, like 84, 85. That was the most I've ever had in any stream. So thank you guys so much. I'm excited for the next chapters too. I can't wait to record for them. I'm getting a new recording booth soon, so yeah. Sora Chungus has returned, yes. But yes, thank you guys so much for attending. Check the description for my Discord server as well as the Super Danganronpa 2 server if you want to join. I will post it in the chat. But yeah, so that's the server right there. The next chapter is not out as of yet, no. Did an amazing job, thank you so much! So yeah, you can join my Discord if you want. It's just general server about me, if you care about me at all. But yes, thank you for coming, and I had a lot of fun. You did a great job on the voices. Thank you. I was really worried about my Sora voice because I know how popular she is as a character and how popular this game is. She won the character popularity poll, so I'm just like, so many people like her, and I'm really worried that I didn't give her the right voice, but I think a lot of people are pretty happy with it, which I'm glad about. But, you know, hopefully for chapter 2 I can make it a little bit better. because there were certain points where my voice was kind of strained at the time. But we'll see. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go now. Have a good day. And I will see you all, I don't know, sometime. Subscribe if you want to see more content. I do a lot of art streams. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm Zal. See you on the next video.